I have taken it upon myself to compare every NHL team, all 31 teams, with their corresponding Pokemon from the 151 original. I don't know if you guys are going to be like, oh, Mew's not real. Well, Mew counts. 151. And we're going to go right down the list, alphabetical. I'm sure some of you will disagree. That's fine. Let me know in the comments where I messed up, because I'm definitely not an expert in hockey, but, you know, Pokemon, I think I got it down. Anaheim Ducks. This one's easy. Far-fetched. He's annoying. He uses a stick leak thing to hurt people. And there's a striking resemblance to Corey Perry. The Boston Bruins. Graveler. He's a rock. Boston has a rocky personality. I don't know. Not all of these are going to be perfect. So get off my back. The Buffalo Sabres. Jinx. She looks like a diva. And Eichel and Kane are most definitely, maybe for sure, divas. The Calgary Flames. Moltres. Looks cool and flashy at first, but in reality, it's a featherless chicken that's caught on fire. The Carolina Hurricanes. Jolteon. The Hurricanes are starting to get better, you know, starting to get more powerful. You know, they've evolved. And Jolteon is a good, you know, electric Pokemon. But it's definitely not the best. And it also doesn't have a tail. And I'm not sure where that corresponds with Carolina, but it's there. The Chicago Blackhawks. Gengar, because they're evil. The Colorado Avalanche. Mr. Mime, because they're a joke, and he's a joke Pokemon. I feel like they literally they were like, what are we gonna do? Let's make a human Pokemon. Okay, why? Why? That's a terrible why. Also Joe Sakic. The Columbus Blue Jackets. Electrode. They're, you know, getting pretty good. Pretty powerful. Some would say explosive. But they will probably self-explode in the playoffs. The Dallas Stars. For me, this one was kind of difficult, and then at the same time it wasn't. But I'm going to go ahead and say Aerodactyl. Like, Aerodactyl looks so cool. Like, it's a dinosaur bone Pokemon dragon thing, but it's also extinct, and no one's really seen it, so you really don't know how cool it actually is. Kind of like the Stars. The Detroit Red Wings. Kabuto. Both are extinct. Kabuto is like housed in a super nice fancy lab. And the Detroit Red Wings have a super nice, fancy, new home arena. Maybe one day they'll both be resurrected. The Edmonton Oilers. Mewtwo. Mewtwo was created in a lab, and Connor McDavid is absolutely a test tube baby. He has been engineered to be whatever the hell he is, because he's not human. He's not human. The Florida Panthers. Sandshrew. Sandshrew is like the off-brand Pikachu. He has some cool moves. He's not awful, but you're not going to get to the Elite Four / Stanley Cup with a Sandshrew. The LA Kings. Haunter, because they're a ghost of their former selves. The Minnesota Wild. Dragonite. Dragonite's a dragon. Like, that's so cool. And he's like super strong. He's like one of the most powerful legendary Pokemon there is. That's not really a legendary Pokemon. But he looks dopey. And he actually is like a salamander. And he looks like he doesn't really want to win in the postseason. The Montreal Canadiens. Canadians. Articuno. Only because Articuno is basically the Canada version of Pokemon. But nobody cares about Articuno's Stanley Cups, since they've only won one since like the 90s, the early 90s. The Nashville Predators. Hitmonchan. Did you guys know that the Predators fought a lot last year? I didn't. And I bet a lot of you didn't either, because you didn't watch them until the playoffs. Like a lot of people. But Hitmonchan is really cool though, so. The New Jersey Devils. Kakuna. Soon the New Jersey Devils will hatch and be an angry bee with drills on its arms. And they'll be super fast. And they'll sting you and be annoying. But the world needs bees, and New Jersey needs bee drills. Or kakunas, they need bee drills. They need Nico. The New York Islanders. Psyduck. Psyduck is overwhelmed. He's clueless. And he's also unwanted by his trainer. Kind of like the Islanders and Brooklyn. The New York Rangers. Meowth. I feel like everybody outside of Madison Square Garden will agree with me. Maybe. Probably not. The Ottawa Senators. Hypno. Because they both put you to sleep. The Philadelphia Flyers. Seal. S-E-E-L. The Flyers are F-L-Y-E-R-S. They're both spelling mistakes. I feel like that's... I couldn't let that go. The Phoenix Coyotes. Abra. And this is where you guys insert teleportation jokes to like Quebec or Seattle or honestly anywhere that's not Phoenix or Glendale or whatever their, you know, current location is. The Pittsburgh Penguins. I thought long and hard about this, but we're gonna have to go with Pikachu. Because somehow, even when Pikachu is beat up and basically bleeding and close to death, he still finds a way to win. Even if they're like outmatched. He's outmatched. They are outmatched. I hate Sidney Crosby. The St. Louis Blues. Cubone. Cubone actually wears the skull of its mother as a helmet. That's pretty intense. And Tarasenko kind of seems like the person to do that. And he kind of looks sad whenever I see him play. And Cubone is definitely sad. The San Jose Sharks. Machamp. Seriously, did you guys see that body issue with Burns? But ironically, they're not champs. So we're going to downgrade them to Machoke. The Tampa Bay Lightning. Gyarados. Or Gyarados. I don't know. Everybody always says it differently. Like one kid was like, it's like the sandwich when I was growing up, so I don't really know. I'm going to say Gyarados. A terrifying sea monster. Basically capable of destroying like everything. But will probably go into a rage and end up hurting itself and being out for the season. The Toronto Maple Leafs. This one's hard because I didn't really want to say Mew, but Mew and Mewtwo fight, and I think we all want to see Toronto and Edmonton go at it, no holds bar, like just beat each other up in the playoffs, in the Stanley Cup. The Vancouver Canucks. Magikarp. Even though they both suck, they still try their hardest. And the only difference between them is that Magikarp eventually evolves into like a death dragon of the ocean, and the Canucks stay mediocre and lose out on high draft picks. The Vegas Golden Knights. I really know, you know, there's not like that much history with the Golden Knights yet. So this one's kind of hard. But we're going to go, and I hope it's not a cop-out, with Eevee, because they can literally be anything. You know, it's their first year. They're like 3-0 at the time of this recording. That's kind of ridiculous. But they can be anything. And we'll see what happens at the trade deadline if they get rid of half the team like Neil and stuff. So we'll see. They can be whoever they want to be. The Washington Capitals. Coughing. Because they choke. And finally, the Winnipeg Jets. I'm going to go ahead and say Zapdos. They're electric, you know, fun to watch. Zapdos looks like it's got like eyeliner or something going on. I don't really know what he's doing over there. Patrick Laine literally has thunder in his stick. It's like he's the god of thunder. He hits, I don't know, it's so hard. I don't know how he does it. But they'll probably, you know, disappear into the clouds when they play Edmonton in the playoffs. Alright guys, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know some of you are probably mad and don't really take this as a joke, but it's a joke. It's a joke. But let me know in the comments where I messed up. Your picks for, you know, like Pokemon that would be better for the teams and stuff like that. All down in the comments. I'll make sure to read them. Maybe even revise this in like a year's time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is the first video I've ever made for hockey and stuff. And I've literally just got into hockey like last year. And I love it, dude. It's so... oh my god. Like, I can't get enough of it. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.